I love this city. I don't want to destroy it. Donald Trump wants to destroy not only the city, but the country, and eventually he could destroy the world. We New Yorkers used to tolerate him when he was just another grubby real estate hustler masquerading as a big shot, a two-bit playboy lying his way into the tabloids. I owe this city a lot. And that's why it's so weird that Donald Trump is just across the street. Because he doesn't belong in my city.
Did you hear about Trump's latest Twitter meltdown? He's calling Robert Niro a wacko and dissing his movies, but here's the real kicker: Niro is not backing down. He's out there dropping truth bombs like they are hot potatoes. Tyrant, coward, blatantly stupid. Niro is not pulling any punches. Makes you wonder what's got Trump so rattled. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. Robert Niro has been throwing shade at Trump for over a decade now, and boy has it been a wild ride.
A clown. But this city is pretty accommodating. We make room for clowns. Pretending to be a spokesperson for himself. He was calling it as himself for himself, to fool the press into inflating his net worth. People who do crazy things in the street, we tolerate it. It's part of the city, it's part of the culture. But not a person like Trump who will eventually run the country. That does not work.
Back in 2011, when Trump was just a loudmouth reality TV star, Niro called him out at the Tribeca, a film festival. He said Trump's statements were crazy and called his whole act a big hustle. Little did we know that was just the warm-up. Fast forward to 2016 and Niro turned up the heat as Trump was running for president. Niro wasn't pulling any punches. He called Trump blatantly stupid, a punk, a dog, and a pig. Ouch. Niro was so mad about Trump's rise to power. He said, "It makes me so angry that this country has gotten to this point, that this fool, this bozo has wound up where he has. Tell us how you really feel, Bobby."
But around the country, people who didn't know him as we did, started to support him. They bought into his bullshit. Anyway, we make room for clowns, to each his own. But no one takes him or took him really seriously. They take him seriously now, of course. He got the most religious evangelicals to applaud a sinner who bragged about sexual assault, and who, just a couple of blocks from here, a jury found him liable for sexual.
But wait, there's more. In 2018, Niro decided subtlety was overrated. At the Tony Awards, he went full New York and dropped the F-bomb on Trump. Talk about a showstopper. The hits kept coming. In 2019, Niro compared living under Trump's presidency to being in an abusive household. He even called Trump a deep fake president. I guess Niro is not a fan of Trump's spray tan either. As time went on, Dow's insults got more creative. He upgraded from general criticism to personal attacks, calling Trump a total monster and a psychopathic, malignant narcissist.
I've heard you talk about the former president. You have called him a fraud, a con artist. You've said he's a New Yorker like you, and you have watched this brand of BS.
I think of how absurd it is. And this might be the one case where that could be it for him. It's a state case. He's sick. He is really, genuinely a sick person that somehow has been allowed into our...
That's a mouthful, but Niro makes it sound like poetry. Recently, Niro has been doubling down. In an interview, he said, "I can't see any good in him, nothing redeemable in him." Ouch. That's got to hurt, even for someone with skin as thick as Trump's. But Niro is not just talking the talk, he's walking the walk, showing up outside Trump's trial to remind everyone what's at stake. It's like he's auditioning for the role of Trump's nemesis in a blockbuster movie. So how's Trump taking all this? Well, let's just say he's not exactly turning the other cheek. Buckle up, folks, because Trump's reactions are a whole other level of crazy. Trump's not just mad, he's gone full on toddler tantrum mode. Ever wonder what happens when you mix a spray-tanned ex-president with a midnight Twitter rampage?
Does it give you some sense, not of joy, but of relief at least, that he's potentially facing some consequences? Because, as you've said before, this guy's a con artist, and he's gotten away with it for years.
I'm not calling him, I'm tired of calling him names. He just can't be anywhere near the office of the presidency. And it's funny, I was just thinking that he actually became president. He could have done good things. Instead, he had to.
It's like a comedy. Roast gone horribly wrong, and Niro is the guest of honor. When celebs diss Trump, he usually fires back by calling their work unwatchable or labeling them total losers. It's his go-to move, like a broken record of insults, but with Niro, oh boy, Trump's taking it to a whole new level of crazy in a late-night rant on Truth Social because Twitter kicked him out. Trump called Niro a wacko and said his movies have gone way down in value. Ouch, Donnie, did you stay up past your bedtime to come up with that zinger? But wait, there's more. Trump's got a special nickname for Niro, Punchy, real creative, right? He even suggested Niro has Trump derangement syndrome. I guess in Trump's world, anyone who doesn't worship him must be deranged. The Donald's not done. Yet, in a recent interview, he claimed, I never knew how small both mentally and physically wacko former actor Robert Niro was. Wow, Trump making fun of someone's height, that's some real presidential material right there.
Played a lot of bad guys. Would you ever play Donald Trump?
Never. There's nothing about him, there's not one redeeming thing in him that I can see ever. He's so, as we all know, so narcissistic and self-centered. I don't think they really understand. And historically, from what I see, even in Nazi Germany, they had it with Hitler.
You've played a lot of bad guys.
Trump's latest comeback, he's bragging that Niro was met with a force greater than the radical left MAGA because nothing says, I'm a stable genius, like boasting about your fan club. But here's the thing. Trump's insults are about as effective as a chocolate teapot. Niro is still out there calling Trump a tyrant and a coward right outside the courthouse. And let's be real, who are you going to believe? The guy who played Vito Corleone? Or the guy who played himself in Home Alone 2? This isn't just about two old guys trading insults, though. It's like a mini version of what's happening all over America. You've got Niro and his Hollywood pals on one side and Trump with his MAGA crowd on the other. It's like the world's weirdest high school cafeteria standoff, but with way higher stakes. So this Niro-Trump feud isn't going away anytime soon. It's like a never-ending movie, but instead of popcorn, we're munching on political drama. Niro keeps throwing verbal punches and Trump's tweeting back like his phone's on fire. But hey, this isn't just about two old guys yelling at clouds. It's a mini version of what's happening all over America. You've got Team Hollywood on one side and Team MAGA on the other, duking it out over Twitter and TV screens. It's like the world's weirdest high school cafeteria standoff, but with way higher stakes. If this were a movie showdown, who'd win? Dow's got those tough guy roles under his belt, but Trump's got that weird hair that might be bulletproof. My money's on Niro after all he's faced off against the Joker. Trump, he's just a joke.
Hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video. If you stuck around the end, drop a blue heart in this comment. And until next time, I will see you soon.